Ah, The First Noel, a holiday classic from Victory Boyd, and just one single from her first full-length Christmas album. That and more are coming up in this Christmas edition of Studio 5. Grammy-winning artist Victory Boyd peels back the process of producing her very first Christmas album.
It was really a process of arriving at I am enough.
And she shares what Christmas looks like in the Big Boyd family gathering.
We would be able to have a wish list of maybe one toy or something, and I remember like our parents would literally take us to the store and to buy the one toy that we wanted.
Plus, Hugh, Jackman, and Hudson are here with an unforgettable film inspired by a real-life music story.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, it's one of the great documentaries I've ever seen.
And we begin this half hour with Victory Boyd. She's known for many things, including being one of the architects behind Kanye West's album Jesus Walks. She's a Grammy Award-winning artist herself, and she's released her first full-length Christmas album. It's called Christmas Hymns.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright.
So, this is your very first full Christmas album?
Yes.
What took so long?
Well, okay, so I've been singing Christmas music actually for many years. My first ever recorded work as a soloist was a Christmas song. It was on my family's Christmas album, and I think I was like 15 years old. So every year, really, from being a young girl, you know, my family was always doing Christmas music, and so it's always been there, but I never did it exclusively as a Victory Christmas album. So, yeah, so I felt like it was time now.
I agree.
Sleep in heavenly peace.
What was the process like?
This process, it was really a process of arriving at I am enough, me as a vessel, as an instrument, and all of the experience that has gone into me becoming who I am today. If I just take all of that and sing the songs I've always sung ever since childhood, and I don't need to add anything to make it spectacular. Like, the message is already powerful enough, and me as an instrument is already beautiful enough to present this in the most meaningful way. And so, but that takes a lot of courage to get to that point where it's like, okay, I don't need to add a bunch of instruments, and I don't need to have like this large budget. I could like have excellent engineer, an excellent studio, excellent microphones, and simply just sing the songs in my very best interpretation.
Sleep in heavenly peace.
These songs have stood the test of time. I mean, Silent Night, Oh Holy Night, like they've been around for centuries. They're ancient songs. And so I'm tapping into something that has that transcends me, and I'm just being a vessel in this year 2025. And so getting to that point of, you know, I don't have to try to be enough. I just have to believe, you know, the message is enough, I am enough, and many people are going to be profoundly impacted by simply this.
I love it. I mean, because truly it is you, your guitar, your voice, and it's still on repeat. It's like, wow. Just, you would never think. You strip all the extras away, and that's still.
Yeah, it's very, very vulnerable, you know, just to be you. And it's like, okay, it's done.
Did you have a hard time narrowing down what would be on it? Which ones of the classics you were going to do?
It wasn't very difficult. I knew that I wanted something, I wanted the album to be called Christmas Hymns. And so that kind of, roots out all of the ones that are not Christmas hymns. So I'm not going to sing Jingle Bells on this album, at least.
Long lay the world in sin and error pining till he appeared and the soul felt its worth.
I went through memory lane and I was recalling all of the different Christmas hymns that, I sang throughout my lifetime, and it was almost like I had these arrangements, even though I hadn't worked them out yet at the initial point of deciding to do this. Like, as soon as I sat down to create the arrangements, it's like I already knew where the harmonies were supposed to go, and I knew where the chords were supposed to go, and it just was like finally recording something that has been like baking inside of me for a very long time.
Nice.
All night,
You can listen to Victory Boyd's holiday album, Christmas Hymns, wherever you purchase, download, or stream your listening material. Still to come, Victory Boyd shares what it's like to celebrate Christmas with the Boyd family.
We were always giving, public concerts, really. Especially in Michigan, when we were growing up in Michigan, we would be in Frankenmuth, Michigan, where it's like the biggest Christmas store in the world is there, and we would go all over the state just sharing Christmas carols.
Welcome back to this Christmas edition of Studio 5. We continue now our conversation with Victory Boyd. She's going to give us an inside look at what it's like to celebrate Christmas in the Boyd household. And there's a lot of it.
snowflakes are falling, and just like the snow, my heart is falling for you. Jingle bells are ringing, and just like the bells, you bring joy to my soul. I hear a choir singing, and just like an angel sent from above, you're here with me, sharing Christmas love.
So what's Christmas like in the Boyd household? Now you got a big family, you're all musical. What's Christmas like there?
Yeah. Well, okay, so, we were not particularly well off financially growing up. Mm-hmm. So there were times when, we would be able to have a wish list of maybe one toy or something. Mm. And I remember, like, our parents would literally take us to the store and to buy the one toy that we wanted. And then we would wrap them up ourselves and put them under the Christmas tree and have it wait there until it was time to celebrate. And so that's more like the festivities part. But then the music part was we were always giving public concerts, really. Especially in Michigan, when we were growing up in Michigan. Mm-hmm. We would be in Frankenmuth, Michigan, where it's like the biggest Christmas store in the world is there, and we would go all over the state just sharing Christmas carols. So maybe this is really part of my roots of.
Oh, yeah. So, see, the seed was planted,
Exactly.
and there we go.
Exactly. Like that was kind of what we did, and we would make the season bright wherever we went, and so, yeah, that was. And then when we moved to New York, it was a very similar thing, doing that all over the city, and so yeah.
We'd make memories every day around the evergreen pine. I'm so in love with the presents you bring, and I'm not speaking of the material things.
So we are at the close of 2025. What are you looking back and remembering, and what are you looking forward to as we move into 2026?
That's a great question. This year, I had tremendous personal growth, and I'm really proud of myself for giving myself that opportunity to focus and invest in not just myself commercially, but personally, and seeing how far I've come in just 12 months. So that's what I'm really proud of. And I'm looking forward to continuing that next year. But I think that because of how much I've invested in myself personally, that I'll be able to handle more on the commercial side. I've got a new album coming out at the top of the year next year.
For more on Victory Boyd, simply go to her website. It's victoryboyd.com. Still ahead, a first look at Song Sung Blue.
They were so resilient and got through it together, and the ability to sort of, forge forward was really quite inspiring.
Welcome back to Studio 5. There's already Oscar buzz surrounding this new film. It's called Song Sung Blue. Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson star in this musical movie based on one married couple's real life. They're in Studio 5 to share the highs and lows of this music journey.
I don't want to be a hairdresser. I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to garden, I want a cat.
I need something big. I need something new.
What do you think?
You don't want to be a Neil Diamond impersonator. You want to be a Neil Diamond interpreter.
I was looking for the right way to say it, and you just came right out and said it.
I'd like to know first your reaction upon realizing that this is based on a true story.
I saw the documentary before I read the script, because there wasn't a script at that point. It was just the writer-director, Craig Brewer, sending it, saying, this will make a great movie, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, it's one of the great documentaries I've ever seen, and I love this underdog story of real working class performers, entertainers, struggling to make a living. From the moment I saw them turning on the gas stove, not to cook, but for heat in the house, and trying to book gigs, I felt for them. I so wanted them to win, and it's just a beautiful story how they stick together, and so that's what got me.
Got your ring and everything. But if you're not into it, maybe we could still hit that buffet. They got a guy there that does omelets and crepes.
I read the script and then couldn't believe that all these things happened to these people. So when I saw the documentary, I was like, wow, this really did happen. And I remember talking to Craig and I was like, is it all true? And he's like, everything. Obviously he had to consolidate 8 years into about 2 years, but these things all happened to them, and I just was shocked that they were so resilient and got through it together, and the ability to sort of, forge forward was really quite inspiring.
I'm not a songwriter, I'm not a sex symbol, but I am an entertainer.
I don't want to be a hairdresser. I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to be able to say, look at me, I made it.
Where do you think that strength came from? Because it certainly seems to me superhuman. Where did the strength come from?
Each other.
Each other. I mean, I think that's what was so refreshing about the love story is that, like, when you have someone who believes in you and you find it hard to believe in yourself, it can get you through the hardest of times, you know, and they have to show up for each other. It's like they want to be strong for each other. And this idea that they couldn't live without each other, or that there's no lightning without thunder.
So you be lightning and I be thunder.
Yeah.
That's something that we don't see very often in a movie. That kind of purity of their love.
Here's a drink.
I could really use for you to tell me I'm doing the right thing.
He had this desire, need to live. He had a heart condition. He didn't know if he was going to be around next week. You know, so what I love about him was so inspiring is, like, he didn't fall into a hole from it. It drove him to make the most out of life, to never give up on his dream. And that really, this love story, that's when it all really just blossomed. I think when life blossomed for them.
I think you are.
I'd say a third character in the story is the music. What do you think this story says about the power of music?
I couldn't agree more. It's a love letter, not just to Neil Diamond, but for how music unites us.
Glass Angle. She's singing country, rock.
One of my favorite scenes in this movie, I don't want to give too much away, but it's early on, where they go for a rehearsal to work out, oh, do you think we've got something here? By the end of singing together, they've fallen in love. They haven't even kissed yet. That's the power of music. When it's like your souls get to speak. If you find someone who has a similar love, a feel for music, sometimes it happens on a dance floor, but if you sing together with someone, that's powerful.
Tell your mama, girl, we can't stay long.
Music gets people through the hardest of times. It really can. And you see it all the time. You see people come up to artists and say, I don't know how I would have gotten through this part of my life without you. And without your words, without your music, without what it does to inspire, to lift me. And I think it's like the most powerful language. And so it's definitely a huge character in this movie.
We're all here doing the best we can. And if we can just be strong and above all be grateful, maybe we can just make the world a better place.
Sung Sung Blue is in theaters Christmas Day, and while the film does have themes of faith and hope, we do want to caution you it does contain adult subject matter. Welcome back to Studio 5. As you know, music fuels this show each and every week, and this week's soundtrack comes from Brandon Camphor and One Way. Take a listen and you'll hear why Happy Birthday Jesus is what's playing in my ear this week.
Happy birthday, Jesus. I'm so glad it's Christmas. All the tinsel and lights and the presents are nice, but the real gift is you. Happy birthday, Jesus. I'm so glad it's Christmas. All the carols and bells make the holiday swell, but it's all about you.
Happy birthday, Jesus. On that musical note, we are just about out of time for this week's edition. We've got time right now for just one more thing. Let's give the final word to Victory Boyd.
The real essence of what God wants to give us, and it's not particularly included in, and so you could go through the whole holiday season and not actually ever receive anything meaningful, because there's all this stimulation, there's all these things that are pulling our attention. And so I just, in the same way that the album is like stripped down, just the basics of what Christmas is about. I wanted to create some in-person gatherings that kind of share in this essence. And it is true that Christmas is all about giving and receiving gifts. But the true essence of these gifts and the true meaning of Christmas, they are spiritual gifts, you know, and there is a profound spiritual gift that that has our name on it. You know, we should expect this season to receive something very profound from the Lord, and it doesn't require consumer spending. It doesn't. You don't have to go in debt. You just have to receive it. But on the flip side, when you think of like the wise men who were, they traveled from far, not necessarily to receive a gift, but to give a gift to Jesus. And so I want us, in this gift of Christmas concert, to also really think about giving what is our best, finest gift that we can give to Jesus. And again, we're dealing in the spirit realm, like we're receiving the spiritual gift and then we're giving him a spiritual gift as well. And you know, he's not very much interested in our money and all of the carnal things that only have to do with the physical realm, but he's interested in our whole lives, like our heart, the fullness of that. And so I think of these shows as my gift to Jesus, like it's something extravagant that I can give him.
Victory, thank you. That is a great final word for this Christmas edition of Studio 5 and this week's look at uplifting entertainment. Until next time, make time to uplift someone around you, and then please come on back and see where Studio 5 takes you next week. Thank you so much for watching, and Merry Christmas to you.